Hello everyone, this is NHL Hockey News Sports. Hope you enjoying your day today. In this video, this is the preview to the Phase 2 of the Draft Lottery. Now, I'm going to tell you for each one of them how it can be great for it and different things, percentages of all the same, 12.5, and how they got here too. So, here we go. Here's the preview. Make sure you like and subscribe. We much appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's get started. Now we have the Minnesota Wild, we have the Florida Panthers, we have the Edmonton Oilers, we have the Nashville Predators, we have the Winnipeg Jets, the Rangers, the Penguins, and the Maple Leafs. Now, I was hoping the Maple Leafs would not be here, but last night it showed I guess they have to. So, even if they don't get first overall here, they will get a top 15 pick. Same thing for the Penguins, Rangers, Jets, Predators, Oilers, Panthers, and the Wild. Now, you're probably wondering, is this in some type of order we have here? These right here? And I'm going to tell you, yes. From most needed to least needed. And this is mine. I hope you enjoy. I feel like the Minnesota Wild could use this guy of having Alexis Lafreniere to the team. My fifth favorite, favorite team. Everyone else on this board is lower than that, because my favorite team is the Habs. Number 2 is the Red Wings. Number 3 is the Canucks. Number 4 is the Ducks. And number 5 is the Wild. So the only one on this board that is on that is the Wild. So I hope they get it, and I'm not just favoring to them. I really do think, I think a lot of people will say this is a team that could use him, and having Kaprizov next year, you know, adding Lafreniere and then Kaprizov would just be absolutely fantastic. If they don't get first overall, it's not a big deal because they'll probably get 9th, which is not bad at all. Really, top 15, you're getting a solid draft pick. Now, does Migos Koivu retire or not? We'll see how that goes, but that has nothing to do with this. But just to tell you, we'll see how Lafreniere, if he can go there, and I'd love to see him go there. We just found out today that it's official that Dale Talon has been fired from his duties as a GM. So this would be great for the Florida Panthers to get a guy like Alexis Lafreniere. And they have a 12.5 chance at 6 o'clock today to see if this can happen. This would be great. They're losing. They have a potential thing of keeping Hoffman or Dadonov so they can get this guy. They know that it's not a total loss to losing one to free agency. So Lafreniere would just be great alongside Barkov. Barkov. That would just be great. Having Barkov with Lafreniere, that would really, really good. I love that. You know, literally, that would be great. Literally. So Panthers could use it. You know, for scoring, defense, they could be need help on goaltending with Pavelski, but hopefully he's better next year. You really hope, basically. The Oilers would be a great pick. I picked them over the Nashville Predators because they could use a winger. And having Lafreniere on the power play with McDavid and Draisaitl would be an absolute fantastic thing. They don't need center depth. Okay, they could use a great defenseman, and they might get one if they don't get first overall. But if they can get Alexis Lafreniere with McDavid, he would have tons of points. You might not put him on the first line at first, ease him into that role, but he would be absolutely fantastic to have. That would be great to have him on that team. And another winger that they much needed. They need him. They really do. They need a winger, and this would be a great guy to have. They don't get that. Top 15, they could use a defenseman, another one. It's Broberg. That was really good. So I'm allowed to keep whispering, but I'm just telling you. He looks really good. Looking into the Predators here, I know 2017 was the big year to the final. Underdog story there, and, they've been good last couple of years after that, but now it's kind of looking, should they, getting Lafreniere would definitely be a boost. It would, but, Granlund, Craig Smith, UFAs, they can get a guy like Lafreniere. I know they have Eli Toivonen down in the minors. I think they kind of waited too long for him. I really do. They should have had him up by this year and had him playing. That's annoying, but Lafreniere would be great to have. Um, this team is kind of on the older side now. You know, 24 and under, the only one is Danton Fabro, so adding Lafreniere would be great to have him, and will bring some great needed assurance to the Nashville Predators. The next one is the Winnipeg Jets, and losing Line and Scheifele stings because they lost in 4 games to the Flames, and it was only game 1, and in the first period they lost Scheifele, because Matthew Tkachuk, with that whole thing, you can say he didn't mean on purpose, and you can see it looks like it's not. You know, I don't know. Did it happen on purpose? Did it not? But adding him would bring even more firepower to this team if it doesn't have it already. Yes, it does. Okay? You have Line, you have Scheifele, you have Connor, you have Eagles, you have a great core there. But Lafreniere adding him, wow. That would be interesting. Moving on to the New York Rangers, and adding Lafreniere would just add to the big prospect pool they have in a young start. Yes, I'm sure Rangers fans are disappointed. They thought that they would be able to sweep the Hurricanes, nonetheless the Hurricanes sweeping them. So seeing that happen to them hurts. But I have to say to Rangers fans, I know you want to go on a big run, but this is your first start. And getting a draft pick in the top 15, another one, would add that assurance. Either Lafreniere or not, that would definitely help you out. Lafreniere would be great for the Rangers, for sure. So we'll see how that goes. Do they need him? That would be nice for them. I'm sure they would love that. So having that one day would be ideal for the Rangers. Imagine having Lafreniere, Zibanejad, and Kakko on one line and first line in the future. That would be sick. If Kakko can kind of find himself in the sophomore season, which I really do. I really think he can. So, looking here at the Penguins, a 12.5 chance also, equal for each one of these. Adding them would just help the power play a lot, but necessarily, I don't think that's the problem. The defense, it's, losing Schultz this year, potentially to free agency could be a thing, but Lafreniere adding him, cap issues, they just didn't have it, and it just power play things didn't work out, and they couldn't beat Carey Price. That's basically the only thing that couldn't work, is they couldn't beat Carey Price. So adding Lafreniere would be just great, another just bona fide player, and another first round pick for them to just try to do something, I guess, push a little bit more. This was the year to win the cup this year for 4 Stanley Cups, and now they're technically not. Now they're called not being in the playoffs, which is crazy. But Lafreniere would be great to have for the Penguins, but not something they kind of need. They don't need him. Moving on to the Leafs, who absolutely flat out don't need him. But why are they here? Because they lost in Game 5, 3-0. I'd rather have them move on, but I do want to see the Blue Jackets move on. So it was hard for me to be like, why the Leafs, if they win, that'd just be not what I want. And if the Leafs actually get top 15 pick, do they go after Yaroslav Askarov? That would be an interesting thing. I'm just putting it out there. I haven't read about it or anything they have put out there. I'm just saying. So that's another thing to put out there. But Lafreniere adding him to another guy, and by the way, he'll be $925,000, an entry-level contract for 3 years. So that would definitely help out the cap issue of not paying someone like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million for a guy bona fide. Instead, they get a 19-year-old coming out for the next year, and they'll be ready for NHL ready. So look at that. But do they really need him? Probably more on defense is what they need. Goaltending, but we'll see how that goes. You're not going to pick Askarov first overall. You go for the best player available, and that's Alexei Lafreniere first overall. So we went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. Interesting how this will go. And on the right side we have is the Penguins, the Oilers, and the Maple Leafs. If you times that by 3, 12.5 times 3, you get 37.5% of those 3 teams likely getting first overall for Alexei Lafreniere. So there's a 37.5 chance of one of those 3 teams that get Lafreniere, which is scary. Really, it is scary, because you don't want those teams to get it. I really want to see Minnesota Wild get it, I'll be really happy. The Oilers, the Panthers, but the last thing I want to see is the Leafs getting it. The Penguins, would I be happy with them getting them? No. Would I be sad? Would I be? I wouldn't. I know people like don't have him go there, but would I be really angry? Oh, not angry, but like sad that he goes there. Not as much as the Leafs. I really don't want to go to the Leafs. Like, they don't need him. They have Matthews, they have Mondo, they have Tavares, they have Nylander. You had your first round pick in Matthews. That's it. No more. It's enough that you have top 15 pick. You don't deserve that. But just put out there. Okay? So here we go. Like I said, if the Penguins, the Oilers, and the Leafs, they have a 37.5 chance of one of them getting that. So that's scary, just to look at that. So we'll see how this goes. All have an equal chance. It's not like one has a higher chance than the other. And that sometimes doesn't matter. Just look at this draft lottery. 4-4 for all was the Red Wings. Right? It had the highest percentage. Actually, the Senators did. If you add both picks together, which they got third and fifth. So they didn't get first. Because one of these teams will. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching. Like the video, ding the bell, comment, share. This is the preview of NHL Draft Lottery Phase number 2. And yes, I was like, oh wow, this would be a fun time to come here. And Montreal will be in here. Nope. So we thought Montreal, Chicago, teams like that would be actually in this, and we wouldn't be seeing the Leafs and the Penguins being here. Like I think we all, in the Oilers, I don't think we would probably think they're there, at all. But look where we are now. Look where they are. And a chance to win the Fenway. So look at that. Alright, see you next video. It's NHL Hockey Sports. Make sure you like, subscribe. Much appreciated. Let's try to hit 300 subs. You're doing a fantastic job. I'll see you next video. Bye.